Outagamie County flooding cleanup now includes a warning about what to do with all those sandbags. County Emergency Management says any sandbags that touch floodwater should not be reused. Officials say the bags and the sand inside can be contaminated with sewage, chemicals, other hazardous materials, even if they look clean. Instead of opening them up and dumping the sand, residents are urged to contact local city or village hall for specific instructions on how to safely dispose of them.